here, so let's dive right into it. I'm joined by two experts on the topic with me right now, which is Miguel Diaz, who is the head of the Toronto Innovation Hub Center at the Bank of International Settlements, and Tom Jack, who is the Chief Innovation Officer at SWIFT. So to kick things off, I want to start with some brief introductions. And Tom, we'll start with you. Can you briefly walk us through what your experience has been with digital currencies to date?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm really happy to be here with Miguel. And we were speaking before the session about how nice it is to demonstrate kind of the public-private approach that's really required to explore and experiment with central bank digital currencies. So we'll kind of just start on the top in terms of what we're doing here and how we're approaching this. And it really starts with our strategy at SWIFT to deliver instant and frictionless transactions globally. It's ambitious. We're making great progress on that, and we need to accommodate new things that are happening in the marketplace, and in this case, digital assets, and more specifically, new forms of currency and digital forms of currency. And so we are trying to figure out how we can help our customers, our community, and it truly is a community. And we're looking at ways where, what can we do and leverage the strengths that we have, if and when central bank digital currencies are launched. And I think it's probably more when than if, but that's not our decision. And we're not advocating the creation of any digital asset, including a national currency. But the question is, if we and we do what we do in terms of bringing the community together and providing the network reach in a trusted way every day, how do we position ourselves? So we spoke to a number of central banks, well, actually a lot of central banks, and one of the surveys from the Atlantic Council says there's 110 central banks and countries looking at, exploring or somehow trying to figure out what to do with the digital version of their currency. So we spoke to the central banks, and I can tell you, just to kind of summarize what we saw, there's really different approaches and objectives that are